Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. In the previous lesson, we discussed about rounding whole numbers to the nearest 10, to the nearest 100, and to the nearest 1000. And today, we'll be discussing on rounding decimals. Do you remember your rounding rules? Your rounding rules state that when you have 5 or more, you round it up to 1. And when you have 4, 3, 2, 1, that's 1 to 4, you round them down to 0. Now the next thing you need to know is how to identify your first decimal place, your second decimal place, your third decimal place, and your fifth decimal place or more. Now let's look at the board. Let's say you're given 0.34678. The first number at the right side of the point is your what? Your first decimal place. That is, this is your first decimal place, this is your second decimal place, this is your third decimal place, this is your fourth decimal place, and this is your fifth decimal place. Now, let's say you're given a question to round up the following numbers to 2 decimal places. How do you do that? Now, this is my first decimal place, and this is with my what? Second decimal place. The number beside the second decimal place is 6, and the rounding rules state that when you have 5 or more, you round it up to 1. This simply means I'm going to round this one up to what? To 1. So therefore, you're going to have 0.3. Now my 4 is not going to be 4 anymore. So I'm going to add 1 that I've rounded up here. I've rounded up this 6 to 1 and add it to what? To 4 to make it what? 5. Then the rest will be what? 0, 0, 0. So after the point, you don't need to add the 0. It's not necessary. But once you put it there, it's correct, but it's not really necessary for you to put it there. So our answer here is what? 0.35. Now let's look at another example. You are given 0.1234, and you are told to round it up to 3 decimal places. Now, can we do that together? Let's start by counting our decimal places. Now, the first decimal place is this: 1, 2, 3. Now, the number beside the third decimal place is not up to what? 5. It's 4. And the rule says that when you have 4, you round it down to what? 0. And this is going to be what? 0. 0 plus the 1 in front is going to be what? 3. 0 plus 3 will still give you 3. So my answer here is going to be what? 0.123. So that is all about rounding decimals. So I will stop here today and continue in the next class. So in the next class, we'll be looking at how to round up to the nearest whole number, round up to the nearest tenth, round up to the nearest 100, round up to the nearest thousands.